troopers and grinders. Welcome to another very special edition of Hank's Live Breakdown. And this time, we got another big-time pay-per-view in only 2 weeks. 2 weeks apart, we had UFC 317, and now we got UFC 318. The trilogy fight everybody's been waiting for between Les Holloway and Dustin Poirier. We're going to find out Saturday night, baby. We're going to find out Saturday night. And we will find out Saturday night. We got one of them. We got one find out Saturday night from Max Holloway during the press conference. So I guess we're going to find out Saturday night. But you won't have to find out, Troopers and Grinders, because Hank the Tank is going to predict it all. I will see into the future and determine the result of every single fight before it even happens, Troopers and Grinders. So look out for Hank's live breakdown, because I am Hankstradamus. I can see the future, and I will determine its outcomes. For I am the watcher. I am the dreamer of dreams. And stay tuned. I'm going to try to get a sweep for this card. I know it never goes well, but here we go. God, I hope Michael Johnson gets it done. Yeah, I hope that MJ pulls it off as well. Oh! Yeah, I'm rooting for old Michael Jackson, man. Why are you in a padded room? Look at the title, man. I lost my mind trying to pick these fights. It's not good for my noodle. So instead of breaking down myself, I'm breaking down the fights. It's my coping mechanism, okay? It's the only thing that stops me from taking a sledgehammer and putting it through my dome piece. You understand? It's the only way. It's the only way I can stay safe is through this padded cell, fetal alcohol syndrome. In fact, that's actually what I had before I was locked in here. So, serves me well. Keeps me away from the bottle. That old booze. Can't sleep. Hey, Hank, bro, how's it going? Clancy got Japanese COVID, exclamation mark. Why are you in solitary confinement? Oh, trust me. Confinement isn't for me, Western Mass Climber. It's for the inmates that are running the asylum. Yes, that's right. This place used to be very secure and very safe, and then all of a sudden, Joker got a hold of the light switch, and next thing you know, the inmates are running wild, and it's up to Hank the Tank to set them against each other in order to see who comes out on top. And whoever scoops out the other inmates' eyeballs first gets a free Jello. So, they're going to be fighting tooth and nail, that BMF belt. But let's check out our first big fight we got on the card. Hoo-da! We got old Carly Judice taking on Nicole Calamari. Yes, sir. I think this is going to be only exciting on Carly Judice's end because Judice actually comes to fight, whereas Calamari, Katamari Damacy, she's there to scramble. She's there to find some random arm triangle or an arm bar on bottom. She's BJJ soy girl, whereas Carly Judice comes to scrap and hit some head kicks and knock out some kickboxers, and I'm digging Carly Judice. She should be on a 3-fight win streak, in my opinion. She's been robbed several times. She's not going to get robbed this time because Cagliari does not have very good striking, as Capitan Rafuco would put it. Judice does. She has it in spades, in fact. And Calamari can't take Judice down to the ground. I think it's going to be big-time trouble for her. I think Judice is going to start spamming some head kicks. She's going to start scrapping and throwing in the pocket like she's Poirier Jr., Poirier 2, Electric Boogaloo. And I think Calamari's going to get hurt a few times in this fight. I don't think she can hang on the feet. I think Judice is just going to she's going to outlast her. Striking? Yes, exactly. So striking, according to Capitan Rafuco, is when you're fighting somebody and then all of a sudden you're on a bicycle. You're on a 2-person bicycle and you're just swinging back and forth, and one of you's manning the handlebars, and you're getting punched in the face while you're riding a bicycle. It's a fight that's taking place on a bicycle, Western Mass Climber. Hi, Hank. Hello, Kobe Wiggle. Always lovely to see Kobe. Do you like Mary Poppins? Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. That's what I have to tell the inmates sometimes, when they're acting unruly and they won't take their pills. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down in the most delightful way. And then when they don't, listen to me, I have to shove it down, directly. Nicole Calamari is somewhat attractive. Yeah, Calamari's pretty delicious. So, it only figures. You're back on StreamYard. Yes, I am back on StreamYard for streams like this one. The Strikeling. Yes, the Strikeling. They're wearing straight jackets. Well, I have to. Otherwise, they're going to attack me, man. They're going to jump through the screen and, like that girl in the ring and just, and you're going to use my skin for their jackets if I don't keep them in there, Hank, how's it going? Hey, Capitano Fuco. I was just mentioning the great strikeling of Carly Giudice. She has great strikeling. So hopefully that's enough to get it done. I got her by decision over Katamari Damacy. So there you have it. It's going to be fun as long as Giudice is on the feet, and I predict she will be. So that's that. And then our second fight of the evening is between Bruno Ferreira and RR, just all the just constant consonants right here, taking on old Jackson McVeigh. Oy vey, it's Jackson McVeigh. And no, this is not the kid behind the OKC bombings. He's just a random kid named McVeigh. I know the police have been on the manhunt for him, but it's not this cat. I know he's in a straitjacket and he's in a padded cell. This is not the other Timothy McVeigh. He got electrocuted decades ago. So that's just it. But he also looks like Charlie Manson, which is why I included the description. But Bruno Ferreira, he is the Hulk. I think Hulk's gonna smash. Oh no! Well, that's the thing. That's the thing, Cap. I'm always angry. He's right. The Hulk's gonna be out. He's having a short notice replacement fight here against old Timothy McVeigh. And McVeigh is from LFA. McVeigh and LFA McVeigh. That's what we call him, and we like him, right? Jackson McVeigh from LFA. I met him at Mar-a-Lago, and I said, Dana, I love this kid. He's sort of a hottie boom body. You got to have him in your promotion, and we like that. So Dana Whitey let him have this short notice replacement, and we like that. But Bruno Ferreira, he's got a lot of power. Faye does too, but he mostly gets it from his height. Unfortunately, Ferreira's just sort of a tough guy to chin. He only gets chinned randomly by the best, like RoboCop and these other guys. Whereas McVeigh, he was supposed to fight against the dumbass, and then he was supposed to fight, oh God, what was his name even? Christopher Ewert, Stuart Little, who pulled out of that fight. Lots of pullouts here for McVeigh. It's, he's sort of like Beavis. We're never going to score. I'm never going to score. Oh, for all we know, Bruno Ferreira is going to pull out of this one too, but I am still going to predict it like the fight is happening, and I think there's no comparison in terms of power. I think Ferreira is just going to crack McVeigh on the chin. McVeigh has never been past round one, and even if he survives round one, he's going to be in hot waters, deep waters, and I don't think he's going to be ready for it. I think a lot of these LFA prospects are pretty trash. So if you watch Tough, So give me Bruno Ferreira by round one knockout. Vintage Bruno Ferreira and Hulk smash. Betty. Oh, that Hulk's a monster, and he's after my daughter. Lock up your wives and horses, guys. Bruno Ferreira's on the prowl. No way he has 62-inch reach. Am I wrong about that? Am I wrong about that, everybody? Is he T-Rex on? Is this right? I gotta check this, everybody. Hold on. Oh no, it's 77. Whoopsie. Ouch. Looks like I forgot that part. It's 77 compared to 72. So he's a long, lanky boy, but it's not going to match the power of Bruno Ferreira. Striking is just jousting on bicycles with fists. It's hella fun. Yeah, dude, they introduced it as an official sport in the Olympics. It did super well, dude. Drew a lot of eyes. Whereas fight for UFC 318 located? It's located in New Orleans, Louisiana. Go Beat! That's why Dustin Poirier is having his retirement fight there, is because he was born and raised and trained in Louisiana, brother. Yee! So they're having it in old LA, not the LA occupied by the military, but Louisiana, brother. Sweet home, Louisiana. 6'4" with a 62-inch reach. It's 77. I'm sorry. My mistake, everybody. My mistake. It is a 77 inch reach. Sorry. Trump has something wrong with his veins. I got nothing wrong with my veins, everybody. I got great veins. Some might say the best veins. My doctor told me, sir, you have best cognitive, and we like that. And I had my checkup with the doctor, and he said, Trump, you're so good. You're sort of a hottie boom body. And your body, it's great. It's hot. And we like that. It's big and hot. And we like that. So and do you like Polar Express? Yes, I do. I, in fact, like, and we like that. And I like Polar Express because it's a very polarizing film, sort of like me, right? Northy, if that's true, just end it. Yep. Just end it all, man. End it. Huge fan of the channel. Thank you, Jeffrey. Ooh, we got it's the late great Jeffrey Epstein, and he won't die. He won't die as much as I hire people to kill him. He's unkillable. He's a ghost of Christmas past. He's haunting my dreams during Christmas, and we don't like that. In fact, we hate that, and I might have to doctor the jail cell footage again, Jeffrey. You're going down. You're going down. I'm taking you out like Soleimani, Jeffrey Epstein, and I never liked you. I was never a friend with you. You're the worst person ever. You're worse than Crooked Hillary. I don't like you, Jeffrey. Kick rocks. Gotta bend over to reach you, D. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely what he's dealing with right now. But, yeah, I got Ferreira by a round 1 knockout. Man, incredible. We have the late, great Jeffrey Epstein as a supporter of the channel. You know, we really do attract the kindest and most sweet and gentle characters in here. Next, we have Ryan Spann taking on Lucas Breath. Lucas Brzeski. Yeah. Ryan Superman Spann has been looking super mid recently. Just getting absolutely destroyed by these up-and-coming contenders. Waldo Cortez Acosta knocked his block off. Lost to Anthony Smith. He beat some scrub with a submission in round 1. That's all he's good at. It seems like a lot of these fighters have kryptonite for fists, but unfortunately, that cannot be said of Lucas Brzeski, who doesn't knock out anybody, and his last win in these last 5 fights has been, of all people, Walter Walker. He is the Walter Walker killer, everybody. He's as good as Matt Hamill was against John Jones. Just gets completely beaten up, and then all of a sudden he wins. So there you go. Is your reach wrong? Jackson McVeigh has to have a longer reach than 62. It's 77. God damn it. Pay attention, people. I made a mistake. Can you forgive me for that? Please. Don't let this haunt me forever and ever, guys. Will this be the legacy of Hank the Tank? That I put in the wrong reach statistic of this one fighter? Am I a terrible person, guys? Do I really actually hate MMA because I had the wrong reach statistic? Damn, man. I need to go away. I need to go away for a long time. That's it for me. I need to get locked up in my own asylum, man. This is unforgivable. You know, everyone's worst nightmare. This is my worst nightmare. Just getting the wrong reach, dude. And for that, I'm truly sorry, guys. I messed up big time. And I'm sorry, and I hope that you all can forgive me. But I know that's not possible. But yeah. We don't like that. We don't like that. I deserve to be impeached. I'm sorry, guys. But Brzeski, yeah, he's not great. He got very lucky with the Walter Walker win because Walter Walker's an idiot until he's not, apparently, and can submit everybody. Ryan Superman Spann, I think, is dealing with someone who's way worse than a Waldo Cortez Acosta in every single aspect of the game. I think Brzeski's a can. He's terrible. He's basically the equivalent of, what's his name? Oh, God. What's his name? He got absolutely destroyed by, Ihor Pateria. He's basically the Ihor Pateria of light heavyweight. So I think I could probably beat Lucas Brzeski if I'm being honest. And I think that Ryan Spann can too. I think he can knock out the late great Dominic Reyes. He can flatline Brzeski. So give me Ryan Super Mid Spann to win the fight via round 1 knockout over Lucas Brzeski. I'm busy. They don't come in here. I'm busy, D. Don't come in here, yeah. I'll be out in a minute, yeah. You little bum of a teen, yeah. I'm gonna fuck those midgets for good, and there's nothing you can do about it, D. You're gonna hang out in your closet, and you're gonna just sit there and watch, yeah. They're gonna be on your corner stool like Ian Gary of a teen. And no, I'm busy, D. I'm busy putting an anvil around me, yeah. So go away, D. Go away. D, don't you open that fucking door, yeah? Or else I'm gonna have to sign the divorce papers for real this time, you boom of a team. You're gonna do what you're told. I'm gonna put the weight on my dick and you'll like it. Nice music, Hank. Thank you, thank you, Clancy got Japanese COVID exclamation mark. I appreciate it. In the meantime, I am going to keep adding some frames so that I do not run out of frames. So, give me 1 second, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. For someone who hates that image being used as a profile picture, Science, you sure get a kick out of this situation. Does that say something? Just a question. Just asking some questions here. Yeah. Whoop. Oops. Next. D, don't open Twitter, yeah? You're gonna be using an Instagram. You're gonna do what you're told. Stick to your Facebook page with all the old ladies. That's all you are to me, an old lady. I'm the MMA equivalent of Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm running for president of Ireland, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it, yeah? Gonna do what you're told. Oh. ET phone home. Anyway. Oh, damn it. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, 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 yeah. Next. You gotta follow the process, guys. Gotta follow the process. The process. Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors. All right. We're ready to move on. Next fight, we have got Jimmy the Brute Crute taking on Marcin Prachnio. And it just seems like Jimmy Crute cannot get a win to save his freaking life. Guys either getting draws or getting finished in brutal fashion. But, I'm just like Lloyd, and I'm not talking about Lloyd the bartender. I'm talking about Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying he's got a chance? Yes, I do think that Jimmy Crute has a chance here against Marcin Prachnio. Just because against Modestas Bukauskas, he did get taken down at the very end and submitted. Jimmy Crute has the wrestling. He's never been bad at it. It's what's kept him alive in most of his fights. But we saw against Texas name, got kicked in the face by Rodolfo Bellato, El Trator, or El Stupid as well. El Retard. He got kicked in the face and then, oh my god, he knocked me out. Tried to do his best Aljo impression, you know. Anyway, I lose track, but basically, unlike Paul Craig, who couldn't strike if he had a gun pointed against his head, Jimmy Crute can actually scrap and put on competitive performances on the feet. He should have won against Rodolfo Bellato, in my opinion. And I think here against Marcin Prachnio, he's just going to have just good enough striking on the feet to get some takedowns and shoot on Marcin Prachnio and be able to hold him on the mat for 2 out of the 3 rounds. Prachnio is very dangerous on the feet when he wants to be. He beat Khalil that one time. It was Izzy in the bar. I beat that guy one time. But he hasn't beaten anybody since. Devin Clark, oh great, wow, what a prospect. Other than that, he's beaten nobodies and lost to slightly better nobodies. But Jimmy Crute, I think he's solid enough in places against ranked fighters that I think he's got a chance, man. I think he can pull this one out of the bag. He can actually win this time. Marcin Prachnio just doesn't seem to like being on the ground. He's a kickboxer, so, figures that his grappling isn't the best. And I don't know, I think Jimmy Crute's improved on the feet enough to make it competitive, and then when he wants to, he can shoot the takedown, and we can go from there. So until then, I'm just going to pick Crute, dude. It's a one-sided relationship with me and Jimmy Crute because the MMA gods don't like him, and they will never give him a win as long as he has breath to breathe in his body, as long as there's oxygen. But yeah, I think Crute can still get it done against Marcin Prachnio. I believe he's just bad enough that even a guy like Jimmy the Brute Crute can manage to eke out a decision. And when he does, I'm going to be happy for him because it's been too damn long, dude. He needs to keep his job. Oh, Scienci just how to put it? He just splooshed his picks all over the frickin' chat. He burst. Gauthier by third round. Not third round. He knocked out a fucking Mexican, a frickin' Latin American fighter in round 1. What do you think he's going to do to a guy who's been basically wobbled on the feet in round 1 in every single one of his fights, That's crazy. It's going to be clearly, in my opinion, round 1 knockout. But Prado by decision, not going far at 170. No, he is not. Tory by decision, I agree with you. Although, again, like Jimmy Crute, you wince a little bit in pain having to pick somebody like that. It's not good. Oh, and now I remember, Science's blowing his load all over the chat with his predictions. Oliveira by decision, very good. Ike round 2, TKO. I'm hoping for it. Hope that Bellator bum gets sent packing. Kopylov by decision, based, and Holloway by decision. Almost picture perfect. Not a pick out of place, Master Scienci. That is why I am the grasshopper, and you are the master, Scienci. Hey, onegaishimasu. Remember when? Oh no, Master Scienci, you are very powerful, desu. I'm not worthy, desu. Hey. Remember when? Kasu. Remember when Anthony Smith decimated Crute? Yeah, that was long ago, man. And then ever since then, his star has faded. So he's got no one to blame but himself. O.G. Willikers. Dum. All right, next up. Let me put you here. No. You here. Me here. Screw you guys. I'm going here. No. You here. Me here. Anyway, let's move on to our next fight. we have Adam. Fuck it, we're going live. Fuck it, we're going live. Or if you are a fan of Mel Brooks, fuck it, here comes Mungo. It's two ways you can spin it either. Fuck it, we're going live. Or fuck it, here comes Mungo. Mungo likes chocolates. Well, how did that line go in Blazing Saddles? Oh yeah, Candy Grandpa Mongo. Candy Grandpa Mongo. Candy Grandpa Mongo. Sign, please. Mongo like candy. Taking on Islam Dulatov. Is he the real Islam? Guys, is he the real Islam? He's big, 6'3". He could be, welterweight champion. He could be middleweight champion. He could be light heavyweight champion. Just like Islam's always wanted. And he has actual striking that can knock people out in round one when it's not on, 2 days' notice. And he could probably beat Jack Della Maddalena too. Trust. He's a real prospect, and he's the real Islam until further notice. So, meanwhile, Adam, fuck it, we're going live. Loses to every prospect on a pay-per-view that the UFC puts his way. I mean, look at that little dork in his glasses, man. Gets put out by Mike Malott in round 2, and then beats a bunch of cans on the Apex cards, and they put him back on a pay-per-view, and they have him get beat up, Just gets absolutely smoked. Freaking Adam, fuck it. What a guy, man. What a guy. That Adam, fuck it. We're doing it live. Michael Morales knocks him out in round 3. Mike Malott guillotines him. He beats Josh Quinlan. Good for him. But unfortunately, he's going to run into a brick wall here. Islam Dulatov, they're just setting poor old Peter Parker here up for failure. Fuck it. Here comes Mongo. And Mongo in this case is Islam Dulatov. And Mongo's going to just be throwing elbows at him against the clinch. Knees up the middle, just going to be beating the tar out of him. And then Adam's just going to go, fuck it. And he's going to take a quick little cat nap, Islam Dulatov gonna smash, brother. I gonna smash him. I'm the king. I'm the champ. Oh, God. How does it go? I kill everybody. Kill everybody, brother. I'm the man. I'm the champ. It's gonna be Islam Dulatov, basically. The real Islam. He's gonna go Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct, have some regional fights. I sleep. Fighting Adam Fuggett on a pay-per-view. Real shit. What Islam Dulatov's gonna do now. If you can dig that sucker, and he's gonna beat the shit out of him. Here comes Mungo. So there you go. Oh yeah, Dulatov is fighting. Casual. Hank Team. Yeah. Beefy voice. It's not Lucas Tracy, but we're getting close. Bob Saget. Who's messing with the lawnmower? Bob Saget. Fuck. I'm going live. Fuck it. I'm going live. Vinny Bikini. Oh, Bob Saget. Fuck it. Here comes Mungo. You should put TF2 music for the next stream. I think I will, Master Sign you. Thank you for the recommendation. Vinny, dab on them haters. Dab on them haters. Yee! But, I think Dulatov gets him done in round 1. It's going to be beautiful, very beautiful indeed. All right, let me put up the next fight. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, next up. Dude, I'm eating habaneros, Hank. Dude, I've got a girl over, Hank. Dude, I can't be chatting right now, dude. I need to eat out a watermelon with my girlfriend, and then I'm gonna be eating out something else, Hank. Hank knows the Tourette's guy. Oh, of course I do. MMA YouTube, how to put it? MMA YouTube legend, MMA YouTube royalty is what I was going for. Everybody should know that guy. Oh, Bob Saget! At least you didn't say the no-no word. I'd list the dozens of Tourette's guys quotes I know, but YouTube would probably censor it. Wonderful. That's okay, because in its place, Vinny the Guinea can go through every name on the Epstein list, and all will be holly and jolly. But in the meantime, we got Ateba Gautier. Why are you gay? And here I am with gay activist Martin Glines. So anyway, Martin, why are you gay? You are gay. This is what I am saying. Do you know the way? And the way is, you are gay. Middleweight Ngannou taking on Robert Valentine.
Will you be my Valentine lady?
No, unfortunately not, Robert. Sorry, Bobby Valentine. Bobby Valentine. Yeah. This is going to be a pretty quick one. It's going to be the same thing with Dulatov and fuck it. Bob Saget. Fuck Salt. Oh, Bob Saget. Legendary human, absolutely. Brett's guy is a million times better than Angry Grandpa. Gotta agree with you. Who cares what that old fart has to say? When you got a predecessor to Andrew B. But basically, Gautier, I think, is going to he's going to knock out Valentine in round one. I think Valentine's going to be a tall motherfucker. That's going to leave his chin wide open. Actually, he's shorter than Gautier, so even that advantage is going to be gone from me. He has a shorter reach, too. He got almost chinned by Patty McCory. Before that, even freaking Ryan Loder kicked his ass. I don't know, dude. He just gets cracked in the first round in almost every one of his fights. He's, not a pro on the feet. And I don't know. I think Gautier's got the goods. He knocked out Jose Medina in a round. I don't think any other UFC middleweight's going to be able to do that. Latin Americans are tough as nails. So I don't know. I think Gautier's going to break Valentine's heart. He will not be his Valentine. And instead, he will be his worst nightmare. Where's my boy? Everybody's worst nightmare. Let's give him a round of applause. Where is he? But Gautier is just a genetic freak. He is middleweight Ngannou. He's got power for days. He's got skill for days. This kid's going to be a problem in the middleweight division. He's only 23 years old, which is insane. I don't think Valentine's got a prayer. If a freaking Patty wannabe is going to crack him, I think Gautier gets it done in round one. So give me Gautier by round one knockout. Tourette's guy is greater than Francis. I mean, I love Francis, but come on. Yeah. Francis and Ngannou. Tom Fury. Adam, fuck it. You should make like a banana. Split. It's better than, who drank my Mountain Dew? Bob Saget, I knew it was you.
And this is my own stream where there are no homo. This is the greatest thing. This is the Christian show.
Atiba is legit looking for sure. Yeah, the way you're describing him, he might be a member of 4chan as well. Atiba Gautier for life, baby, for life. The Four Horsemen. Fine, genuine lizard shoes. $900 gold watch. Dressed from head to toe. Space Mountain. Woo! To be the man, you gotta beat the man. And right now, I am the man. 6:37 a.m. here in the UK, and I can't sleep. Sorry to hear that. Clancy got Japanese COVID. If you need to try to take a nap again, I'd suggest doing so, man. Don't waste your days and nights in here, please. But Anyway, yeah. So this will happen. I predict it. Let me put up the next series of fights. All right, next fight. We have Francisco Prado. Who? Wait a minute. Who? Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that? He's a baby-faced vanilla kid at welterweight, taking on Nikolay Veretennikov, who famously or infamously just shoved and tried to hurt Austin Vanderford when Vanderford took him down and subbed him pretty handily. He went to shake Nikolay's hand, and Nikolay just tried to punch him for it like a fucking psycho caucus man he is. And we haven't heard from Austin Vanderford since, and yet somehow the guy who shoved him and acted like a sore loser is now booked for some reason. Francisco Prado is nothing special. He gets beaten up by Jake Matthews and all these other guys, and goes to close decisions with absolute bums. But he's still young. He's 23 years of age. He's still got somewhat of a future ahead of him, and yeah, for that reason alone, I think I got to pick him here over Nikolay Veretennikov. Danny Barlow looked horrible against him and somehow still won a split decision. So I don't know. That sort of sways me a little bit. And I'm not talking about Patrick Swayze. It just sways me. Nikolay Veretennikov is just getting absolutely smoked by these nobodies. And I think Prado's just going to be another one of those examples. If he can survive Jake Matthews and Zell Huber for 3 rounds, I think he's good enough to take whatever Nikolay Veretennikov throws his way and just barely outpoint it. But I don't think anyone cares about Francisco Prado. Could prove us wrong, but until then, yeah, he barely wins this fight and then disappears for hopefully another year because nobody cares. It's not a waste, bro. Don't worry. Thank you, Clancy. Got Japanese COVID exclamation mark, all caps. I appreciate it. So, all right, next slide. Oh yeah, so beautiful. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So beautiful. Oh yeah. Dude, you might actually get my stream taken down because of your profile picture. I could just change my name back to Lewis. Yeah, Derek Lewis. That's what we call him, right? Good old Derek Lewis, right? I think you should change it back to Lloyd because I always liked you, Lloyd. I always liked you. But in the meantime, we got Marvin Vettori against Brendan Allen at middleweight. I'll change it. All right, sounds good. I always liked you, Lloyd. You always knew when to reach out with a glass of whiskey and a helping hand. I love the little bastard. I didn't mean to break his arm. I've always been the caretaker, Jack. Yeah, I think I knew that from the start. Anyway, Vettori and Allen is actually a great matchup to make, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a competitive back and forth. Both these guys are sort of they put the mid in middleweights. Let me just put it that way. Marvin Vettori is the Italian dream, but right now he's sort of going through an Italian nightmare. He's got the best chin of any fighter in the UFC. Will never get knocked out in his career ever, in my opinion. just never going out to take punishment for 25 minutes. He might take punishment for 50 minutes and still not go out. But fortunately, that doesn't mean that he wins fights. It just means that he strikes horribly for 25 minutes and just gets outclassed most of the time. Whereas Brendan Allen, if he is not finding any success on the feet, he will shoot the takedowns desperately. And when he shoots them desperately, they often get stuffed. And then he, of course, blames the world for his problems from the front seat of his car, like a real man. You know, apparently both these guys got into a huge fight in a casino. Trust. It wasn't just some random nobodies, and somebody just put that it was Marvin Vettori and Brendan Allen in the video title. It was really them guys. It was they have complete beef with each other, and yeah, they just hate each other's guts, and they're just going from the casino to here to settle their differences. Truly, um, and yeah, I think that Marvin Vettori is going to um, barely outpoint Brendan Allen. Allen's going to shoot takedowns. Vettori's going to stuff them. He's actually got very solid takedown defense, and it'll just be a matter of who wants it more on the feet. I think Allen's quicker but less effective in his striking. Vettori is less accurate, but he has more power. This is honestly a coin toss, guys, but I guess I favor Marvin because Allen just hasn't looked good on the feet in such a long time, and honestly, he's such a low IQ, smooth-brained dullard, as a certain member of the chat would say, that I think the less dull fighter is going to pull it out of the bag just like he did against Villadze the first time. So give me Vettori to win by Splitty City. Split Decision Combat Sports. Scienci. He's the man.
He is a master.
Hi. How are things going, Mr. Torrance?
Very shoddy, Lloyd. Very shoddy. I just can't deal with my cluster of a family. They really are just, they're just a web for a spider, and I find myself trying to get away from them, but they keep pulling me back in, Lloyd, and I just can't stand them. Danny? Oh, I love Danny. Danny's my boy. I never hurt him. I never touched a hair on his head. Would I, Lloyd? I didn't mean to break his arm. The booze made me do it. The booze blues. You ever have the booze blues, Lloyd? Always liked you, Lloyd. I always liked you.
In fact, these guys genuinely don't like each other. Someone is getting finished. Pause. Hey, no ditty, man. No ditty. I'm gonna make Brendan Allen my wife.
Okay, Daniel Cormier. Hey, pussy, are you still there? I'm gonna treat you like my wife. You are so fake.
Marvin with his bum shoulder will lose. I don't know if he swings the bum shoulder around and there was a few shoulder strikes, he could put Allen out against the fence. You know what I'm saying? And no way Vettori gets put out either. You mean leave the hotel?
No, of course not, Lloyd. I'm talking about ending my problems for good. I mean taking a pair of scissors and cutting the web into all sorts of shapes and sizes. I want to stick a needle into their torsos and make some interesting shapes with it, and I want to be a real Zodiac killer, Lloyd. Maybe that'll give me some material for my novel. Maybe if I kill my family, then I'll have a best-selling award winner. Maybe I could get a Caldecott. I could get a Hugo. Man, I could be on New York Times #1. Always liked you, Lloyd. You always give the best advice, Lloyd. Danny? What's Danny gonna do? Squeal? Wee! Wee!
But yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yo.
Anyway.
Always liked you, Lloyd. My favorite bartender. That's you.
Dum 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 dum. Sir Martin Lawrence was a preacher. Dum 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 dum. Mm, mm, mm. What was his freaking name from the Book of Mormon? Joseph Smith, he was a preacher. Dum 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 dum. And then he found the box of crystals. Dum da dum 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 dum. Oh yes, he believed Christ was on America. Dum 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 da dum dum dum. Anyway, next we've got a barn burner between old Kyler Phillips. Kyler Phillips stayed the Matrix apparently until Rob Font seemed to figure it out. Taking on old Vinny, and I'm not talking about the Guinea. I'm talking about Vinny Oliveira, brother. The champion has a name. He's Vinny the Guinea, brother. That's right, old Vinny Oliveira. I will call him Vinny Oliveira from now on because my boy Vinny, he's the light of my life. So Vinicius Oliveira will have to do. He's a lock, and he's also a dog. He's the lock dog. He's the Loch Ness monster. And Vinny Oliveira is based as fuck. Man does dabs on the regular. Dude's always bringing girls over and giving us some sage-like wisdom. And I think that's going to get him through here against old Kyler Phillips, who got the shit beaten out of him by a 40-year-old man, which is more than embarrassing. Kyler Phillips, once he gets pressured up against the cage, he's really just a fish out of water. He doesn't know what to do. He can't style on his opponents anymore. Like his idol, Sean O'Malley, at the MMA lab, and when he can't do that, he just breaks mentally and physically. And Vinicius Oliveira is nothing but pressure, 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 and being up in your face like a dog. Botched. No, Maya. Trust. I'm gonna mouth feed my dog after this. Botched. But Vinny Oliveira, yeah, he's a tough SOB. He beat Syed Nurmagomedov by grappling. Just what was a far cry from him getting taken down over and over by Bernardo Sopaj. This dude's come a long way. Stuffed Ricky Simone's takedowns like they were nothing, and then out wrestled Saeed Nurmagomedov. So Oliveira's looking like the total package, looking like Lex Luger. And Kyler Phillips, I don't think he's going to know what to do, man. He's going to be in a firefight he doesn't like, and as long as he's in the pocket with Vinicius Oliveira, he's losing. Hey, Kyler, stick to producing. Calling me Arnold, but you Benedict. Vinny saw your ass and went in it quick. Your Beavis and Butthead is better than the show? This stream sucks. Oh, yeah. Oh, beer is warm. I'm never going to score. Oh, yeah. This stream speaks less to the heart and more to the sphincter. Vinny Olives, old Vinny Oliveira. It's Vinny Oliveira, brother. Guru used Vinnyisms in his new video. Man, Guru always stealing my jokes. He is so unoriginal. When's the last time you've heard an original joke from the MMA Guru? Dude, he does nothing but steal my stuff, and he's got no personality, so he makes up for it with Vinnyisms. Dude's such a dullard, Hank. I mean, guy's the ultimate dullard. He has no talent compared to us, Hank. But yeah, I think Vinny Oliveira is going to win a fairly unanimous decision against Kyler Phillips. I think he's a fake-ass prospect. I think he's been pushed to the moon for no good reason. He doesn't even have 20 fights on his resume. And I think Vinicius Oliveira is going to school him. Simple as that. He's a lock and a dog. Botched. No Izzy, dude. No Izzy. Anyway, next fight. Anyway, moving on to our next fight. We have old MJ, Michael Johnson.
He's got a very good Johnson, Michael Johnson.
Oh! Chime on. Because he's bad. He's bad. He's really, really bad. And won't you tell me once again who's bad? He'll get struck by a smooth criminal. And that smooth criminal in this case is Daniel Zellhuber. Zellhuber? Yes, Daniel Zellhuber. He's a tall boy. He's the golden boy of the UFC, but all that glitters is not gold. And he's not fighting for Golden Boy Promotions, damn it. He's fighting in MMA. And he fights like he's in Golden Boy Promotions. But fortunately, he's still going to be able to make it here against old MJ, old Michael Jackson. MJ, Michael Johnson. He's getting up there, man. He's 39 years of age. He knocked out Abu Zaitar, but I also knocked out Abu Zaitar walking down the street, so doesn't mean too much. Abu, as Sean Strickland would put it. I wish they could have given Michael Johnson some more competitive matchups because I think he'd be able to win them. But instead, they just gave him an absolute killer who's more than a decade younger than him and taller than him and had better reach than him and is an unorthodox striker, which is the worst stylistic matchup for Michael Johnson. I don't know what Dana White and Hunter were snorting on their meeting table, but it must have been some pretty good stuff because they booked Michael Johnson here against Daniel Zellhuber, and he's going to get squashed like bug. Zellhuber is just going to, feint a little bit back and forth, then big overhand, and Michael Johnson's going to go. That is what's going to go on. What's going to happen to Michael Johnson. He's going to get fence posted. It's going to be a classic Michael Johnson knockout loss. So give me
Zellhuber.
Give me the Ubermensch to get a round one knockout on old Michael Jackson. And yeah, it's over, man. Light of my life, she's out of my life. It cuts like a knife. Michael Johnson's out of my life. It's going to be sad stuff. And then we got Dan 50K Ige taking on old Patricio Pitbull, brother. Yee. 50K Ige, I hope he lives up to his name and he knocks this Bellator bum out cold and collects another 50 grand because he deserves it. He's got to get home because his wife's going to have another baby. He needs to pay for the operation. Dan Ige, I've come to enjoy Dan Ige over the years. I didn't like him when he beat the shit out of Nate the Train. I hate anybody who beats up Nate the Train. Glad he didn't finish him though. And then he just knocked out Andre Touchy Feely, No Diddy, and then the receding hairline himself, Damon Jackson. Before that, Dan Ige, and then destroyed the creepy Slender Man alien creature known as Sean Woodson. So gotta thank our lucky stars for that. Dan Ige is the gift that keeps on giving. He is the ultimate gatekeeper in the UFC, and he's just going to prove it here again against Patricio Pitbull and beat the absolute dog shit out of him. Because Pitbull, when he's great in Bellator, he's knocking out all these fools. Then the minute he steps foot in a UFC arena, I'm scared. The spotlight is getting in my eyes. I don't know how to fight anymore. Just couldn't do anything against Yair Rodriguez. He looked like Yair did against Brian Ortega, just completely shelling up, gassing out, having none of the talent he had in Bellator, and just made me wish he was never booked in a UFC fight in the first place. Same with you, fucking Patchy Mix. I'm going to keep making fun of you because you might be one of the worst fighters the UFC has ever brought into the promotion. So fuck Bellator, fuck all their talent. They're all a bunch of frauds. Don't trust any of them to win a fight, and I will not here. I'm going to pick Dan 50K Ige to beat the ever-loving dog shit out of Patricio Pitbull. He's gonna piss on Pitbull like he's a fire hydrant, and Pitbull knows a lot about that experience. He's done so himself on several occasions. As a local junkyard dog, he's pissed on a fire hydrant or two, but this time he's gonna get pissed on like he's hanging out with R. Kelly, So, yeah, I think Dan 50K Ige is going to put the beating on him. I hope he puts him out so the UFC cuts his ass, but I can only dream. I'm going to be realistic here and say Ige wins a dominant decision because Patricio's too tough, but he's also too stupid to win this fight. So give me Ige by decision. Hank, you have a tone and personality. W. Hank. Got to agree with you. Everyone's worst nightmare. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, ladies, you got my heart throbbing. Let me put up these last couple fights, and then I can run through the rest of these. Oh, tons. Sorry. Oh, now I see. You better correct your spelling and your grammar, mister, or you're out of here. You understand? Strike one. Strike one for you, everyone. Worst nightmare. I better not see you make a mistake like that again, or I will show no mercy. You understand me, boy? I hope you got a proper education in English. I hope you listen to your teachers in high school. All right? You're wasting all their hard work and their lessons when you do stuff like this. Really, truly disappointed, man. I don't think I can ever forgive you. But anyway, we have, and also my tone is fantastic. Okay, everyone's worst nightmare. Okay, so get it right. My tone is the best thing about me. So you meant that. You meant that. You just pretended to correct yourself. But now we have Kevin 4570 Holland. Yee! 45, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Ready or not, here I come. Apples, peaches, pumpkin pie. If you don't see you, collar eye. 45-70, Kevin Holland. Taking on Daniel Rodriguez, old D-Rod. D-Rod is more Chad than C-Rod. We all know this. I feel bad for C-Rod because of everything that he's dealt with, but, I think the better C-Rod is doing well, so I'm happy. But, yeah, I think Kevin Holland is starting to put on a pretty good win streak for himself is what happens. Kevin Holland starts to do very well at welterweight, and then one prospect beats him, and then he decides to be an idiot and takes the middleweight fight, and then loses a bunch and gets absolutely smoked, submitted, and all that. And then he decides that he wants to go back to welterweight, rinse and repeat, make your money, step in on short notice, and repeat. This is how Kevin Holland tricks us all into thinking he has potential. He's just a journeyman who is a prize fighter and wants to make as much money as possible, and that is why I've written the description. Journey on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done. Put your weary head to rest and put a 45-70 in your dome. Don't you cry no more on Rampage's podcast. Carry on. But yeah, Kevin Holland, he's taller, he's faster, stronger, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings in a single bound than Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez is, he's good for having a meme face or two, as you can see below me, but that's about it. He's usually going to split decisions with unranked fighters and looking pretty mid, in my opinion. Barely, losing to freaking Kelvin Gastelum, or I don't know what was even the result of that. Kevin beat him. I fucking forget. I think he lost. Who cares? It's D-Rod. But yeah, Daniel Rodriguez, he's mid. Kevin Holland always has potential, and then he squanders it. But I don't think he's going to squander it here, guys. Yeah, Kelvin Gastelum beat him. Fuck's sake. If he can beat him at Kelvin, then hey, his name's Kevin. The last guy who came even close to his name beat Daniel Rodriguez, so this makes perfect sense to me. I think he's going to hurt Rodriguez because he's just taller and got a longer reach. He's going to pick him apart at range and then Daniel Rodriguez's terrible takedown defense, Kevin's going to take him down and sub him in round 2. Simple as that. And I swear to God, D-Rod doesn't know what a 45-70 is. This fight's going to be over in round 1. Okay? Kevin's going to put a 45-70 through his dome. Teach him what it is. He's going to just bring it into the arena, and no metal detectors, no nothing. I'm just gonna let Kevin Holland, like Batman in the early comics where they let him use a gun. He's just gonna let Kevin Holland do it. He's just gonna take out D-Rod early because he doesn't know what a 45-70 is. The gall of him! What a dumbass. But yeah, I think Kevin Holland's gonna win this by round 2 sub. Hell yeah! Yee! Then we got Paulo Coqui Casta taking on Roman Kopylov, middleweight Chase Hooper. I'm a big fan of Roman Kopylov. He introduced me to the song Golden Brown, find her temptress, lays me down, she's heading west, leaves for a day, never to stay, never a frown with Golden Brown. That's how I learned about that song, through a short of Kopylov getting that great head kick on Claudio Ribeiro. And I've been a fan of Roman Kopylov ever since. The dude's a fucking killer. In middleweight, found a way to knock out Chris Curtis. Fuck that referee. But still hit a head kick on Chris Curtis. He's just a fighter's fighter. And Paulo Costa is too, but often to his detriment, because dude scraps and then he loses the scrap because he just doesn't have the accuracy or the excellency and consistency of striking to keep up the pace and just put on a masterclass. Can't do it anymore. He only can do it to these old fucks. And Roman Kopylov's his age, so therefore he's going to lose. The last guy he beat was freaking Luke Rockhold, and he's not in the UFC anymore. But yeah, Costa on cocaine might be a different animal. The reason he's wearing sunglasses here, guys, because his eyes are all red. He's got a bit of cocaine residue in his eyes. And
yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's fight. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do it. Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Old Koki Costa, he's going to be the next Koki McGregor, guys. It's coming, guys. He's going to be taking some pictures in the mirror with a dumbbell, if you know what I'm talking about. Be careful. But will the cocaine binge be able to help Paulo Costa here against Roman Kopylov? I doubt it. I think Kopylov's going to pick him apart just like Robert Whittaker did. Maybe he'll knock out Paulo Costa. Maybe he's that washed. I doubt it, because Roman Kopylov also gasses just like Paulo Costa. So give me middleweight Chase Hooper, Golden Brown by the Stranglers, to win a unanimous decision here against old Paulo Costa. He's not going to be a fucking teep kick, jab at range bitch like Sean Strickland. He's actually going to be there to fight, and he's going to win the fight because he's a rare Giga Chad from Russia, an actual non-coward from Russia. So yeah, give me Roman Kopylov to win a war against Koki Costa. Let's do this. I love everybody, but I cannot knock this guy out. Trust me, guys. Yeah. Not really. And our main event, we've got Max the Best. He's blessed, my man. We're going to find out Saturday night, baby. We're going to find out Saturday night versus Shine Bright Like a Diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond down the land where diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm going to put that hot sauce on him, I'm going to put that hot sauce on Max Holloway, Gilly Goose Gang. I'm gonna sub him with a Gilly. I'm gonna join the Gilly Goose Gang. Okay, it's totally gonna work, my Gilly Goose Gang. We're gonna find out Saturday night, baby. Gilly Goose Gang. This is the battle here in the hot sauce and the Gilly Goose Gang. What versus the find out Saturday night? The best is blessed, baby. Will Max Holloway's chin be permanently cracked after getting knocked the fuck out by the GOAT, current GOAT of the UFC, Ilya Topuria? I doubt it. I don't think so. If Alexander Volkanovski can take the best shots of Diego Lopez and rally back and able to win a unanimous decision against Diego Lopez after getting knocked out back to back, I think that he'll be able to. I think his chin's going to be what's the word? Cybernetically repaired. He'll have a cybernetically repaired chin here against Dustin Poirier, Louisiana boy, that hot sauce. I don't think the hot sauce is going to be enough to crack the chin of Max Holloway. I think only Ilya has that power. Dustin had 5 rounds to really hurt Islam Makhachev. He had horrible inaccuracy with his striking. All he got was some elbow or knee that cut the forehead of Makhachev open. Other than that, he just wasn't able to land with anything effective. I think Poirier's striking is unpredictable and inconsistent, whereas Holloway's consistently beating up his opponents. Even if he gets hurt, he's always on the offense. Great output. Just beating up fools against the cage. It's going to be the same thing here as long as he plays his card right and doesn't get too reckless in there. I think he's going to survive the in-the-pocket boxing of Dustin Poirier. I think he's going to throw a lot more unorthodox spin kicks like he did against Justin Gaethje. And I think Holloway's going to win a unanimous decision here. Also, I want to mention that. Yeah, Max, you're saying that Ilya Taporia, he knocked you out, but, his power's overrated. And, I wasn't prepared. Ilya beats a bunch of scrubs, knocked out Volk on, short notice, all this shit. Just pretending like he didn't get knocked the fuck out. Like, just cope and seethe, Max. Come on. This is unlike you, Max Holloway. So, yeah, as much as I don't like his attitude and he's getting booed because he's in Louisiana, he's become the villain. Max Holloway's become the villain in this situation, which I never thought I'd say. I mean, he hasn't had this much heat since he fought Korean Zombie, but I think he's still going to outclass Dustin Poirier. I think Poirier's striking is getting worse. Holloway's looking great at lightweight in every fight. Made it close with Poirier even on short notice. Their last fight, how's he going to look on a full training camp? I think he's going to beat the shit out of Dustin Poirier, treat him like fucking Frankie Edgar or Jose Aldo. I don't think he knocks him out, but I think he's going to win a decision, sadly enough. And Poirier's retirement fight for the BMF belt, the bland mid fights belt. Actually, that's not true. The last fight was pretty good. The first BMF fight was not great though. The big malfunction of a belt. That's the BMF belt. I think Holloway's going to retain his toy belt against Dustin Poirier, and he's going to put the hot sauce on the hot sauce man. He's going to retire him in style, getting his ass kicked in his hometown. Listen, guys, if my boy, Nate the Train, could get knocked the fuck out by Morgan Sherrier in Nashville, Tennessee, and have all of his fans' hearts get ripped out of their chest, and have all these local guys lose in Nashville to younger guys and in heartbreaking fashion, then your boy gets to lose too. Dustin Poirier gets to lose too. All right, it's only fair. It's only fair that Poirier loses in his hometown. If I have to go through pain and agony, you guys have to as well. All right, freaking casuals. So give me Max Holloway to win a decision. He's just gonna outclass him, man. What else can you say? He's shorter. Max Holloway's quicker, and he's not going to be fighting on short notice this time. If Islam beats Ilya, will anyone even be shocked? He's pound for pound somehow. I think they will be shocked because a lot of people think that Ilya will knock out Islam because if Volk can drop him in round 5, Ilya can probably knock him down in round 2. Clown is live. A wonderful, Kataru, wonderful. It's good to hear, good to hear. The ultimate clown stand right here. Kintaro, ladies and gentlemen, and we like that. Spams in Giuliano's chat. Can you believe that? Dustin ain't losing. Well, dude, I know in your heart you're picking Dustin Poirier, but you gotta use your brain, Western Mass Climber. You gotta use your head, okay? Bald does not equal intelligent. All right, sorry. If I wanted to, I'd shave my head right now. But Dustin, he's tough. He's tough like a diamond. But unfortunately, he allows himself to get hurt too much. Max Holloway beat the crap. Freaking Dan Hooker beat the crap out of him. Benoit Saint-Denis was making him feel bad. Islam Makhachev outclassed him. Always just one of those elite fighters, dude. I think he's gonna treat him like Justin. I don't know. I think lightweight Max is a different Max, dude. Use your head, man. Nope, I still think that Max Holloway wins. I'm sorry, I used my head. Didn't work out. I'm picking Dustin Max Holloway. Sorry, no, I'm still picking Max Holloway. I tried to use my head. Yeah, I mean, when you use your head enough, bouncing it off the table and different objects over and over again, it might convince you to pick Dustin Poirier. When you're just smashing your head in with a hammer, it might lead you to pick that. But I used my head; it just didn't work out. I used something else. I used whatever I had available to me, and certain aspects of me thought that Max is going to win. So I'm trusting my gut as well as other stuff. Poirier quit drinking for this camp. Title run starts now. I know he has quit his haram ways, but hey, maybe the alcohol actually fueled him. Maybe the alcohol made him better. Maybe now that he's bone dry and he's completely completely sober, maybe that's going to take away his testosterone. You know what I'm saying, Vinny? Maybe he's going to become Dustin Poirier. Maybe he's going to be Dustin for Prince. You know what I'm saying? Little red Corvette, baby, you got to slow down. Little red Corvette, got a kind of love that's gonna last. I don't know. He might become Poirier, man. He might put up a Poirier performance. I don't spam. I just pop in and announce the live viewers' numbers once in a while. That's spam, Kintaro. That's the definition of spam. Is you know what the definition of insanity is, Kintaro? It's doing the same fucking thing and expecting something different to happen. Okay? Let's be real here. Poirier wins. He goes on a run. Yeah, he'll just fake his retirement like he's John Jones trying to suck the dick of Donald Trump on the White House lawn. Makes sense to me. But yeah, that is gonna do it for Hank's breakdown. Breakdown. Go ahead and give it to me. Breakdown, honey, take me to the night. Breakdown, lover boy, can't you see? Don't you know it's alright? It's alright. It's alright. This is spam. This is spam. This is spam. This is spam. Dude, if you keep it up, I might actually time you. Yeah, that's it, boy. That's it, boy. I'm giving you a spanking. There you go. Spanking for Kintaro. I don't dig it, man. Terrible. Anyway, I'm probably going to be available for 15 more minutes, and then I'm probably going to call it quits. So put in your questions in the Q&A for Hank the Tank before I sign off. Damn it. All right. Your boys lose. Dustin Poirier's lose. He's going to shine bright like a diamond, all right? He's gonna be so shiny bright that he's going to blind himself, and then Max Holloway's just going to beat that shit out of him. Who? You talking about Marty from Nebraska? Talking about Marty Snoozman? Who? And Usman. What do you think about a fight with Bilal? Who? Wrench Nightmare? I should probably give you a wrench, Vinny the Guinea. In fact, that is what I'm going to do, Vinny, because there's a bunch of dullards in here, Vinny. Just a bunch of untalented dullards. And there's just no place for that, Vinny. Dude, Vinny, I've got a girl over. I'm doing some dabs. I need to make sure that you got a wrench so you can put these dullards in their place, Vinny. Peace, guys. I'm out. Peace out. Everyone's worst nightmare. You really are everyone's worst nightmare in here, man. Just got to be real with you. There we go. Vinny the Guinea is the new moderator. Rule with an iron fist, Vinny. No mercy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, sir. Got that, Vinny? Yes, I've given Vinny his flowers. I've given him his flowers. I've given him his habaneros. I've given him his watermelons. I've given him his dabs. Nightmare's my boy. Yeah, then he's gonna be your boy toy. When he gets out of line, I want you to slap him, Vinny the Guinea. Slap him silly. This is how Mario was knighted. Yeah, through just taking out the United Healthcare CEO with the wrench. Mon ami. W Vinny Wrench, knock motherfuckers out. Yeah, you guys got an iron chin. He's literally the definition of the call an ambulance, but not for me. With the wrench. I fought in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. I spit at you. Can you watch End of the World on stream? Why does the sun keep on shining? Why is the sun still aglow? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Why do the birds keep on singing? Why is the grass evergreen? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when she smelled my pits. From Newgrounds. Maybe I'll save it for another stream, Vinny. I'll save it for another stream. Oh my God, Hank. Have you seen 55? Dude, Hank. You need to see it, Hank. Otherwise, you're just a talentless dullard, Hank. Dude, you actually can't form an original thought process, Hank. Hank, your graphics were a nice touch, like the fighters. Damn. You know, I give the fighters a nice touch when they deliver. You know, no Diddy, man, no Diddy. But in order to make the band, in order for me to let you back in the studio, I need you to take a picture of yourselves with a Cameroonian immigrant. I also need you to take a picture of yourself with a clown holding these balloons. I need the breast milk of a Cambodian immigrant. Breast milk, you make my day. I would sing the songs that I want to sing. I'd have sex every fucking day. But I can't do that because I got to run the studio. I got to make the band. You got to be bad boys forever, for life, you guys. Bad boys. You got to be making bad boy music. Got to be bad boys band, bad boys song. Do you want this or do you want this? Do you want to make the record or do you want to not make this record? You're too close, man. Who are the best 5 rappers of all time? Think about it. Dylon. Because I spit hot fire. Hey, everyone's worst nightmare. Thank you so much for the 420 in donations, my man.
Yeah, that's what's up. It's that 420 right there. That's that Vinny the Guinea dab right there. Diaz Army. What? Yeah. Thank you for the 420, man. Dude, I'm like fucking Rigo when I have my baby. Yo, Guru, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Thank you so much for the $420, man. I appreciate it.
Hold up. I'm gonna do a joint with my brother Nick. I'm gonna dab it up with my cousin Vinny.
Where MJ can go back and forth with Zell Huber and Vittori can talk about clits on foreheads. How's that even a question? He's got a clit on his forehead. He's got gyno titties. Come on. At the end of the day, baby, it don't matter if you're back or forth. I do it to my baby, it don't matter if you're back or forth. Oh! Hank Dab. Dude, Sean. Yeah.
that dab. Dude, hey. Dude, I gotta have a dab of that 420, dude. Dude, look at this, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. Little powder mixture, dude.
Hook up. Never did a joint in my life.
Dude, bunch of bullards. Don't use marijuana to expand their brains, Hank.
Seriously, appreciate you for the 420, man. It's not even April 20th. May the 4th be with you. Wind you. Vinny Wan never told you about your father.
He told me enough. He said you killed him.
No, I am your
Daddy!
No, that's not true.
That's impossible.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
This is my worst nightmare. This is everyone's worst nightmare. No! No!
Join me so we can rule as father and son.
I'll never join you. I'll never join you, man. You're freaking me out, man. I learned it from watching you, man.
Anyway. Let me, in the meantime, go through some predictions I will be making for the PFL Africa 1 card in Cape Town. Mona Mona Obi. And we would make Western pie. Bake Nazi dreadlocks in Dresstown. We would make Rasta porridge. Yeah. We would go round the fire, I say. I got Juliet Yuka by decision over Kayleigh Niedermayer. Do you know the way? I got Abraham Boubli. Got Anshar Jubilee, old Abraham Babli, beating Paul Emmanuel Nays by round 1 knockout. I got Franz Mulambo. No, not Francis Ngannou. It's Franz Mulambo. I got him beating Simbarashe Okonya by decision. I have Abdullah Kane, Big Daddy Kane from the 80s, knocking out Jaffe Holton in round 1. I have Karim Henyan beating Asiashu Shitamba by unanimous decision. I got Jashel Chaawa, Chimichanga, beating Justin Clark by round 1 knockout. I got Shannon Van Tonder, old Claude Van Damme, beating Bol Godogo by round 2 sub. I have Maxwell Jantu Nana, like LA Knight would put it, beating Mikhail Grogu by round 1 knockout. Yeah, let him talk to you. I got Nikosi Ndebele beating Mahmoud Atef by round 1 knockout. I think he's going to knock out Mahmoud Khalil, guys. It's going to happen. I have Dennis Goltsov, old Dennis the Menace, knocking out by via ground and pound. Ground and pound. I want my wife next. It's going to be some ground and pound. Corey Anderson by round 1 knockout. Got Makashari Zainukov winning a decision against Takeshi Izumi by decision. I have AJ McKee, not AJ Styles, putting a stamp on it against Ahmed Magomedov by decision. I have Dakota Desheva, DDP. I got North and South Dakota Desheva knocking out Sumiku Inaba in round 1. Please enter the UFC, Dakota. You are wasting your time. And then finally, I got old Johnny Ebelin beating Costello Vanskinas, Elvis Costello, by unanimous decision. But I hate Johnny Ebelin. I hope he loses. Did you hear about a PFL champion who was shot 5 times in Dagestan recently? Oh, yeah, I did hear about that. I need to look into that. We're looking into that very closely, and we like that. Big fan of whoever that guy was that got shot. We like that. That's the definition of send him to Dagestan 3 days and forget. Oh, Timur Kizriev, hospitalized. Oh my God. Drove the robber away while after being shot 5 times. Wow. What a Chad. God damn. Dude, Russia's just fucking crumbling, guys. It is falling apart at the seams, and these are the consequences of it. Old Putler wants to have his never-ending story, his never-ending war in Ukraine. This is what happens. All the caucuses fall apart, and it's chaos and pandemonium and crime. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists, and some of them are, in fact, good people, and we like them. But most of them are terrible, everybody. They're a bunch of rats' nests, right? It's on video. Jesus Christ, I'll watch it after this. But, I don't like Putin. He is not my friend anymore. He's not giving me handies under the table, and I don't like that. He's not giving me phone sex. I don't like that. And I'm looking into it very closely, but Putin was very mean to me, and I'm sending arms shipments to Ukraine. Even though Zelensky, he wears a turtleneck sweater, and we don't like that, but he can dress the way he wants because Putin is very mean to me, and I'd rather go back to my ex-girlfriend with Vladimir Zelensky. I like Volodymyr against Vladimir, and we like that. 2 different shooters ran up on the guy while he just exited the car. Took down the first. Yeah, of course he took him down. He shot the takedown, and it was successful. And he nut hugged him on the sidewalk and pulled him a rob. And the second guy started shooting more, and they all scattered. It's like Omar from The Wire put it. Hey, listen here, baby. You mess with the king, you best not miss. So they missed, and they paid the price. Omar took them out. So never go one-on-one with Omar Little. And never mess with his Honey Nut Cheerios ever. Either. Or, yeah, you're going to get taken down like it's Chael Sonnen. I can't let you get close. Amateur. Yeah. He's going to take him down just like that. Chris Weidman by knockout.
Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Old Kizriev. Wow. I didn't think he had it in him, but what a fucking stud. He's the PFL champion for a reason. Dude, he's faster than a speeding bullet. You let those things bounce off him like armor. Don't forget that you're a bastard. No one else will. Wear it like armor, so no one can ever use it to hurt you, as a certain dwarf would put it. Yeah, Kizriev, good for him. Good for him. What a guy. We love Kizriev, right? That's good stuff, man. I mean, terrible for Kizriev, but he's PFL champion for a reason. He was able to withstand the onslaught, and what a guy for making it out of a situation like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to. Kizriev was in the White House at Mar-a-Lago playing golf with me. That's why he survived. Big fan of Putler, and gave me a handy under the table. Can you believe that? I love the Russians. They won me the 2016 election. They hacked into Twitter and said all sorts of nice things about me and bad things about crooked Hillary, and we like that. That's how you got to beat Dagestani's gun circumfence, shooting defense. Dagestani's usually, yeah. I mean, if you just shoot them in the head, they'll stop wrestling. If you, in fact, if you shoot them, they'll just stop moving. And then you just land a few hammer fists, and the fight will be over. So that's what Conor McGregor should have done. He had the right idea when he tossed the dolly through the window. He should have just taken it a step further and just used a 45-70 like Kevin Holland encouraged. You've been shooting legs. You've been shooting my legs. You should have gone for the head. Nope. Should have aimed for the head. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it, guys. That's it for another one of Hank's live breakdowns. Only way, brother. Send send a bullet through his brain, few seconds and forget. Send him to Dagestan. Send him through a barrage of bullets 3 years and forget. But that's it for the live breakdown. I have been Hank the Tank. You have been to the Troopers and Grinders. Shout out to everyone's worst nightmare and Vinny the Guinea for their loyal support to Grand Admiral Hank the Tank. And you have escaped the war zone for now.